Hi, 6th grade social studies students. It's Mrs. Lott here, and I am here today to extend our lesson from last time on inquiry. And so every time you do your case study work, you are asking questions, answering questions, learning, and sharing out, and that is part of the inquiry process. Last time I met with you in this kind of a fashion, which was through a screencast. I showed you questioning, and I'm going to bring this up just to refresh your memory. We talked a lot about the different levels of questioning and how low-level questions have some words in common and how higher-level questions have words in common, and they don't have one answer. They have a lot of different open-ended type of answers. So that's where we were. Here's where we're headed today. Today we are going to jump into the next stage of inquiry, and I want you to be able to answer questions by investigating articles in a database. So I want you to be able to search databases for the articles that could answer your questions. Today I'm going to show you four databases. Culturegrams has two versions, World and Kids. World Book has many databases, but the two we're looking at are Discover and Student. I'll tell you all about those when we get there. I want you to know what it means to skim an article. Skimming an article is looking, not reading every single paragraph, but looking to see, is this going to help me? And if the answer is yes, dig deeper. And if the answer is no, move on. Because if it's not relevant, don't spend your time on it. We also are going to just jot down how to make notes on your team presentation, which is your actual case study slides. We're going to be careful not to totally copy and paste everything. We're not going to plagiarize and use someone else's words exactly. We're going to use their ideas and make sure it's in our words so that we are obeying copyright rules. And then also, I want you to know the importance of using a citation, okay, telling where you got your information from. So as we look at one of your checklists from the beginning of the school year, and if this is the beginning of the school year, you're looking at it now. We're studying geography. This is a checklist that your teachers are giving you to guide you so that you know how to create your slideshow. Slide by slide, it's telling you. So in a sense, just like last time we had the whole question sheet, this time your teachers are giving you the questions, okay? And so we want to know, what is the relative location of my country? What is the absolute location of my country? What is a human feature in my country or a physical feature? Tell me more about the region. Okay, so our questions are given to us, but we're going to use resources today to find the answers to those questions. Before we dig into the databases, I just wanted to refer back to this process. We talked a lot about this stage last time when we were asking questions, and we moved into the second stage of making a plan. We've practiced making questions. Now we're jumping in here. Where can I look for information? We're not really going to ask any people today. That would be more of an interview. But this is also very relevant today. Taking notes, using text features to help you find what you need quick, and then just asking yourself, is this answering my question? Okay, being reflective as you're doing your research. So, as our objectives say, we're going to dig into databases. Here's what we're going to do to get there. From the school website, if you click on Library, you will scroll down and see Mac and Via. Okay, Mac and Via is the portal where you can access all online resources. You will use your ID number and your password to log in. If that doesn't work for some reason, there is a school account. The username is TIS and the password is Cougars, everything lowercase. I'm already logged in here, so I'm going to jump right in. Once you get there, you'll see the home page. You'll see all kinds of ebooks. This is the home. But if you want to jump right over to databases, you'll click here in the middle. These are all different resources our school or our district has paid for us to use. So it's important that we use them. We're only going to focus on 4 of them today. So we're going to jump into Culturegrams right now. And as I'm getting into my database, I want you to be remembering we do have some questions we're wanting to answer. All right, there's 2 different versions. There's World and there's Kids Edition. World Edition is just a little bit higher level in reading. Kids Edition will be a bit easier. They're similar, but they don't have exactly the same information, so I'll show you both. What I just did is I clicked on South America. The country that I'm using is Chile. Okay, that's my example of my case study. So you guys are starting a slideshow and you have some slides that have to do with your country. And since my country is Chile, that is the one I'm jumping into, and that happens to be in South America. And so then I'm going to click right there on the country. So it brings me to the home page. Really cool tool. You can listen. This will read to you, which sometimes, even though I'm a capable reader, I enjoy listening to someone else read it to me. I can focus in on the facts quite a bit more. So that's a helpful tool. Over here on the left-hand side, you have navigation. So if you are working on religion, you can jump right there and just read about religion. Before I go there, I want to jump down here though. You can see you've got the official name. You can listen to the anthem. Really cool infographic to learn about the average person who lives there. Here's the flag. But all the way down at the bottom, this country data, right here, is longitude and latitude. My friends, that is absolute location. And while we don't know for sure if this is north or south, I see negative numbers, and I'm pretty sure your social studies teachers can help you figure out exactly what that is. So back on my case study, I would put that into my absolute location slide. Okay, and it looks like it's an estimate because here we have 30 south and 70 west. 30 south and 70 west. Okay, so cool. There's the absolute location. Another really awesome benefit of using a database rather than jumping right into a website to try to find information is that databases will generate your citation for you. So when I use information from a place like this, I need to make sure I give credit to where I found my information. So I can generate that. We use what's called MLA, which is Modern Language Association. And so once I click on that, I just have it right here. I say copy citation, and I could put it right into my document. My last slide is going to be a works cited, and you can just copy that straight on in. And I'll show you where that would be. So at the very end of my slideshow, I have a works cited, and I would just copy, I would paste on there what I just copied. Okay, so that is Culturegram's world. Let's jump back just a bit. I can always click on the home to get there. The little ProQuest Culturegrams icon will take me to home. Here is what Kids Edition looks like. Okay, very similar. I'm going to pick the continent of South America, and then I'm going to pick Chile. You'll notice that it looks very similar. The layout over here has my different paragraphs, my different topics, what I might be looking for. I also have my readability up at the top. I can listen to the article being read. And at the bottom, same thing. I can generate my citation there. So similar format. I'm going to jump in and try to look for some information about the region because I know from my slideshow here, I'm looking for things about what is the land like. Okay, so if I am skimming for that, I think I'm going to click right here. I did on land and climate. And if I skim, now what I'm doing is I am not reading word for word, but I'm skimming for things that might stick out. I'm looking for words that have to do with landscape. Okay? And so there's giant Andes mountains. Mountains are going to be one of those region things. But I see here runs half the length of the whole South American continent across the but 217 miles across is the widest it ever gets. So it's a very long, skinny country. Being so long, Chile has different landscapes. And right here, friends, look at that. Dry desert in the north, mountains and rich farmland in the center, and islands and glaciers in the south. That right there is some great information. I can jot that right in here if I wanted to keep it there, or I could put it right into my case study in the region slide. And I know I'm going very quickly, but here we go. Okay, so there's physical and cultural. That would be physical region. All right, so that is Culturegram's Kids. Okay, let's jump back to Mac, and we're going to look at two more. World Book is a database the district pays for, and there are many different world books. There's Early Peoples, so specifically about ancient civilizations. Inventions and Discoveries is about science and technology. Living Green is conservation in our world. We're going to jump down, though, and we have Hallazgos, which is in Spanish. We have Discover, and we have Student that are going to help us today. I'm going to jump into Discover first. World Book Discover is written at a slightly lower level of reading, so it's about the 3rd grade level. You, as a middle schooler, know yourself best, and this could be the right fit for you. The home page looks like this. Since I'm looking for a country, I'm going to click on Places. I'm going to click on Countries, because Chile is a country. And then what continent is Chile on? South America. And then all of these articles are the countries in South America, and here's Chile. You can also search in the search bar right up top and go straight to the article that way. So similarly, this database has our outline over here of what our major topics are. This does also read, so you can listen as it reads to you.
Chile is a long, narrow country on the west coast of South America.
You can even change the voice if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and push pause. So that's a helpful tool. It will read to you. Let's see. Upper left navigation. This also cites for you as well. I believe it's at the bottom. Yep. And it has them listed right here. Remember, we're MLA, so this is the one we would copy and paste into our slide. I'm going to jump over and still be looking for region. I want to check another resource, and I want to see if this article talks about the Andes Mountains being a physical feature as well. And so here's my short paragraph about the land. And I see here that, yep, the Andes Mountains stretch along Chile's eastern border. There are beautiful lakes and snow-capped mountains. It also has a desert. Okay, so that does confirm what the other resource said, and that's a fantastic way researchers think. And so that is Discover. As you tackle different topics, you would look up different things here. I'm going to go back. One last resource I want you to see is World Book Student. So World Book Student is similar, but it's written at a middle school reading level, so it's a bit higher, and the format does look slightly different. So here, the home page is very visually appealing. I'm just going to type in my country and jump right into it. If I say read more, it'll help me get right to that article. Okay. So since this looks a bit different than the other ones do, I want to give you a little navigation tips. Once I'm in the article spot here, I can click on this little menu over here, and this gives me the navigation here. So if I wanted to jump straight to the land, because that's my topic, I can go right there. I don't have to scroll through the whole thing to be able to find out more about the land. Okay, this is a really cool tool as well. This Facts in Brief that is a part of World Book Student. If I click there, it gives me a really quick listing description of some different facts that I might also be interested in about my country. So we've got the elevation, the area, the official name, the capital, the language, agricultural products, what the flag looks like. So Facts in Brief is kind of a cool thing to look at, and that's a part of World Book Student. I just clicked the back button to get to the article. And I want you to also realize it does read to you as well, if you're interested in that. And it has the citation tool at the bottom. Okay, just like I showed you before. I believe it's at, let's see if I go back here, it's on the home page. It's at the bottom. So those are 4 different tools that I would love for you to use, and they're in Mac and VIA under Databases. Today your task while you work is to access at least one of those 4 databases to help you answer your questions that you have. I'm going to wish you the best of luck, and then I'm going to come back at the end of class and go over our learning objective to see how we did and check in with you there. Thank you for your attention. Good luck.